Welcome back to Popes and Partners. Let's play some more Europa Universalis 4 with the new Emperor DLC in patch 1.30. We're playing as Mulhouse. We're going for the Everything is Coming Up Mulhouse achievement, where we have to become Emperor and fully centralize the Empire as Mulhouse, of course. We're in a war that looked fine. I forgot that we called in the Saxons, and they did muster a bunch of troops. Although I think most of these troops are not Saxon, actually. It's Rotenburg actually mustered a lot of troops. Did you buy... Oh yeah, they hired the Free Swiss Guard, that's why. So they hired mercenaries with a really good leader, which is a bit of a problem. Our allies here are trying to fight a battle, but they're losing to the Saxons, which is not great. Now, we don't need to do much in this whole war. The reason we're doing this thing was... Well, yes, the reason we're at war is that we wanted to hide our coring from the Emperor, so that he wouldn't ask for the land back. And we did that. We now have full cores on Heidelberg and Pfalz, so we could peace out. We have our main objective. Obviously, I would like to get a bit more of this if I can. Local autonomy in Strasbourg, which I hate. Also, the burghers are already very influential. Now, I'm gonna have them drop the loyalty and the influence. It's fine. On the siege of Trier, can I humiliate you? Oh, so close. We're not here to take any land in this war. We declared as a conquest, but we're not actually there for that. We're here, well, to hide the coring and maybe gain a little bit out of it. Now, having my troops there should make you happy to peace out. You do. I definitely want the humiliation. Let's go high on the power projection so we don't have to worry for a while. I don't think I can also... Maybe I can also take war reps from you. I can. Excellent. Get you out of here, Trier. Which I don't think reduced the enemy troops much, unfortunately. Oh, it did increase our war score, that's very nice. And then we should probably look at AP steel for these people. Which could just be like war reps. Again, I'm not looking for land. If I were to take mines, everybody would be peeved. We don't want people to be peeved. I think I just war reps this out and it'll be fine. No need to fight these 20,000 troops down here. And deal with sieging down on the Saxons' forts and stuff. Yeah, this is good. I like this. I can't... Oh, I need to wait a day. There we go. Peace out. 4 war reps. And all my coring is done, right? Didn't miss anything. No coring. Okay, good. Give it to me. Thank you. Alright, that was good. It's good. Finally made use of our allies. Grabbed a bunch of extra clay. And grabbed some war reps. And even the humiliate for a bunch of power protection. It's gonna be sweet. Now, question is a bit, is there any devastation going? There's tiny. I'm gonna wait for the devastation in Pfalz to go away, and then I'm gonna destroy the fort in Heidelberg, I think. Because I don't see why we absolutely need that. Then the question is, what do my diplomats do now? We didn't take any extra land. We have claims. No, it wouldn't hurt to have claims on Trier, I guess. That alliance to Austria being a problem, but there's a good chance that the Austrians will drop an alliance or two in the near future, because they're no longer the emperor, and as such they should not be able to afford this many diplomatic relations, I don't think. Which obviously would play right into our hands. A bit behind on tech here because we... Well, for one thing, we spend on ideas. Still focused on mill. We don't have any advisors. I would love an advisor. We're making decent buck. Those war reparations are actually paying a lot. Our military advisors are cheaper anyway, so I'm gonna grab one of those. Completely forgot that I cycled these and I never picked one up. Let's grab the Justus here, just because the reduction in land maintenance means that we're losing less money for buying that guy. And then I'm considering also buying another advisor. Could be an admin one. Could be a dip one because we're so bad at dip, but... Don't care about dip tech much, do we? Another idea group. Not that we can afford it right now, but generally that's good. Could also look into having the clergy have the give me admin point thing, right? What does it do? It costs 5% of their loyalty equilibrium. I assume this is equilibrium, not just flat out loyalty, because that would be very easy. Which is fine, right? Your equilibrium is 37%. We'd give you 10% crown land. It would put us below the amount of crown land we need. We have a seize land button again, which costs 20 loyalty on all estates, which would make everyone peeved. That's kind of also not great right now. As much as I want to press that button. 10% is just so much crown land. 10. I assume 10 is 10% points. Ah, the influence gives them land. No, it's not true. It's the other way around. The land gives them influence. Really do want to do another round of seizing, but we need more loyalty. Maybe next time we do an agenda, we immediately pop the thing after. The thing is, we have the equilibrium at 30 on these, so the nobility is going to lose 11 anyway. You're going to lose a tiny bit. And you have an equilibrium at 61.6%. So you should be trending up quite quickly. Right now anyway. Okay, I'm gonna wait a moment. Why did I consider the whole thing? Because I want admin power. Right. That still means I could buy a advisor though. Inflation reduction might be quite decent. We have some of that going around. Sure. Let's do that. We might lose money for a moment, but we have a fort we want to get rid of. We're not even losing money. Nice. Speaking of the fort, I think... Yeah, devastation is gone. This is a grasslands fort, or farmlands. So, it's a bad fort. Goodbye. Goodbye. Alright. Tiny bit of unrest, but not a lot, which is very nice. Why do we have so little unrest? Wine? Ah, the Empire Reform. Republican tradition is very high. Yeah. It's quite good. It is quite good. Truce to Ulm has ended, which is not at our base here. Now, we're taking one more province. We could click our first quest, Dominate Swabia, which gives us nothing much. I mean, proof rate is nice, but it's not nutty. The next one is the one that, yeah, makes people revolt and gives us a bunch of claims. But for that, we need to have 8 swapping provinces in southern Germany. Requires a bit more. I'm considering whether I break my alliance to Württemberg. They have a lot of friends, which is not great. But they're also kind of a expansion target. Hey France, like me more. I would also like to go into Provence still. Oh, did they eat Lorraine? They did. They used to just be Provence, Lorraine here, but now they're Provence. So they ate their subject. So you're allied to Austria, so I can't really attack you. You are the ones we just attacked, which was okay, but scary. You are also allied to Austria. You are my ally and you're a free city. Bit boxed in here, aren't we? Because everybody's allied to the freaking Austrians. Oh. Oh, I made a mistake. I should have asked Trier to break the alliance to Austria in the peace deal rather than taking war reparations. War reps are nice, but breaking the alliance to Austria would have been much more helpful. Yeah, that was a big mistake. Now we get justified wars. I think we still take it, but wish I had it earlier. Claims bordering claims is kinda neat. But we can't take the land even though we have claims there, right? If it's not in coring range. So we could just use it to make subjects somewhere. It's interesting because it gives us a lot more options as to who we attack. You're probably also free city, aren't you? Yeah. As is Nuremberg, I suppose. Yep. But Ansbach isn't, is it? No. Where are you from? Oh, you're in the trade league. Bregenz. It's not a free city, but it's the Venetian trade league. Yeah, that's the issue with those single or one province minors. Memmingen, only allied to Württemberg, but a free city. So all these minors we can't really attack, I don't think. München could work. We could take claims bordering claims and go 1, 2, 3, 2. It's not that deep. And then we have a claim on München. We could declare on these guys and vassalize them. Which is a war in which we don't even have to do the thing. We don't have to hide any coring because we're not taking any land for ourselves. Just making them a vassal. So we can just do the war and be done with it. And then we have München, which has some claims up here, or cores even. Which can technically form Bavaria, but I don't know that my subjects can do that. It's surrounded by my friend, which is a bit of a problem. I didn't just say it had cores there. Oh, here. And one is in my friend. It's an option, but it's possible that the justified wars are just better. Just do our normal wars instead of doing funky stuff like that. I do like that this gives us another avenue of expansion though. Not that it's a great one. Because of our ally being in the smack in the middle there. It does create a lot of aggressive expansion. Subjugating somebody in the empire still. But could also drop our alliance to Württemberg. Because their friends are not that scary. And they themselves are also not very useful. I think I'm doing that. Dropping this alliance and maybe picking up some other alliance, but definitely then try to get some claims going and maybe expand into here as well. In 5 years after, well, when the truce break is done. But that means I'm going to just take justified wars here. Didn't need to do it right there. Could have just waited, maybe decide for something else. Probably have been a better choice. Do I continue pushing through the idea group or not? I hate falling behind on Miltech. And it's a tactics tech, so it's a very important one. Also, it enables our first artillery. I think I have to take the tech. Really want more mill. How fast are these burghers ticking up? Not that fast. But at the same time, the nobility is ticking down. Maybe just piss them all off now. Peeve them all off now. I think I will. It's going to take a while for these to recover. We're going to have negative effects for a while, but we're at peace. We can take it, I think. And once I build that church, the clergy will be happy again. Yeah. Seize some land. Oh, we do actually get rebels for it. What do you do? Unrest, taxes, stab cost, papal influence. You unrest, dev cost, trade efficiency, and you unrest, manpower, all the good jazz. Yeah, I mean, these are not things. But it'll be fine. Go back to your suppression. Duty. Yeah, I know I have disloyal estates. I kinda made that happen myself. Very proud of it. Not. But I do think it's important for us to have a decent amount of crown land. So we can maybe give that, or ask for that back, or give that to somebody else. It's a shame that this is not 40%, so if we give away 10%, we're still gonna have not quite enough. But hey, loses either each of these lose me stability. We either get clergy loyalty, which would be useful, tech cost increase, which would suck, or tech cost decrease but lose more clergy loyalty. I really don't like losing more loyalty. But I also don't like an increase in technology cost. It's only 5%, which is not like nuts. Base, that's 30 per tech. Assuming we take that, how long is this gonna be? For 10 years. So we take 2 techs in that time. This is 60 monarch points. I think I have to drop the clergy loyalty. And obviously the stab, but that was never not an option. It was never an option not to have that happen. Make our claim here. Come home. And what did I say I wanted to do? Break this alliance. So I can start ticking. Have a quick look whether there's anybody that wants to be my friend. Lots of people. Nobody particularly relevant. These guys would be my friend again. Cologne. Anybody on the fringe? Lucas Savoy, Leinster. Silly. Don't be silly. Hesse, Münster, Hamburg. None of these are. The Pope's actually not that happy anymore right now. Why is that? Between diplomatic relations. They don't like my navy. I don't have a navy. Guess I start fabricating once I can. I could instead go and butter up the Pope, but I think do this first. And once I have the money, I will build that church. Is it? I think it's a church I have to build. Mamluks going for that golden age, which we are not going to do. Not this time. Definitely going to take Miltech here just so we don't keep hemorrhaging that innovativeness. And yeah, keep trying to gain money. I could drop, no, I can't draw high maintenance. We have rebel issues. That's a lot more rebellion than I assumed there would be. Which seizure of estate land just gave flat out unrest? Why is this? What did I miss? Estates. I can't see it now. Grumble, grumble. Why did we get flat out unrest? Did we get it everywhere? Is it just... Oh no. No. Yes. Not sure how that computes. But I guess it does. How many rebels are you gonna be? Oh, not you. 9,000. Question is, do I go up in army size? Yeah. Yeah, I do. I really want to build the church, but I also kind of need to put the thing. Extension of the monopolies again, which will increase that loyalty equilibrium again, or keep it up. Give me another mercantilism. Same thing here. And I assume the math is going to be similar, but let's check. Cloth. We still only have the one cloth province. We do. And it makes... yearly income of 5 of cloth production. And we have 10 years, so it would be 50, and instead we're only gaining 40, and that's going to be very similar to in the paper case, right? Yearly income of 4.5, which is 45 in 10 years, or 46, and it costs me 36, yeah. So I'm paying 10 ducats. Again, this is good. I think it's just a good effect. And it gives me money right now, which is awesome. Just means I can never revoke these things for now. It'll be fun. I'll keep extending those monopolies. Keep your equilibrium high so you're not unhappy. And also give me a bunch of money so I can start building that temple that these guys wanted. It was a temple in Strasbourg, right? Let's make sure that's true. Church or cathedral in Strasbourg, yes. That should... I don't know if it's going to get the clergy completely out of that ditch, but at least it's going to help. No, it's not, right? How much do we get? In 10 loyalty. Yeah, it's going to be close, though. Come back with that diplomat, and I think do go and butter up the Pope. We're getting somewhat close to being able to press a papal button once. It's not nutty. Still attacking Tlemcen. Really? So the Castilians are already doing Mexican stuff. Interesting. It's 1481. Okay, maybe. So I'm still thinking about how we can do the Isles achievement. Unfortunately, the Isles don't exist anymore. Here. That's where they should be. And the fact that it's not 1500 yet and there's colonization going on in the New World might mean that colonization is a way to do the achievement. Another way might be to go into Norway, as has been pointed out. This doesn't seem particularly trivial to me, though. Not sure. Please keep that unrest down. Yeah, there's a base tax and 10 loyalty because we completed the thing. Once we can click the button again, which might already be now, no. No, it's not the button. Something died. This is the button. I'll do it. And that way we gain 5 more loyalty. This does keep on increasing all the states' influence because they gain 5 influence every time for 20 years. And if we do it 4 times in 20 years, then we're essentially going to have a stack of 20 extra influence on all of the states constantly. But I think so far that's okay. It brings us into dangerous burger territory. Because of Hominus Norway, as always. There we go. Now only the nobility are unhappy, and maybe we can do their proposal. What do they want? They want me to have 30 prestige. Yeah, that seems rough. I have 0 prestige. It's ticking up a bit because of power protection, but decay is going to hurt. It's not going to get to 30 unless we go to war. So probably not doing nobles. Clergy want another church in Pfalz. No. That would be a pretty bad church. So I'm not super into it. We do gain the base tax for it, which is very nice. You want base production of 9 in Strasbourg, which gives them loyalty and gives me a few ducats. I guess that's 2 clicks of development. It is. So it costs me 100 and some monarch points. It's a great place to develop, although right now we're not getting the bonus from paper. It's still a great place to develop. And if I do ever want to go for, well, Mulhouse is a similarly great place to develop. Is it just this church? Because it just costs me money. It does cost me money, we don't have much. Can't do prestige, I don't think. That's too risky. This is just 2 clicks of dip. You could just instantly do. What do we get for it again? Just gain a bit of money. I don't like that. I think I'll do the clergy again. Sure. And then hopefully that church is going to get better over time. Give up some reform progress rather than stability? Probably, yeah. Don't like it. Not a fan. We can make our claim on Württemberg. Let's grab Stuttgart. Come home from you. And then I guess I take the inflation. I do have the inflation reduction guy, right? I picked you up? Yes, I did. Got a lot of work in front of you. Or ahead of you. Any more claims I need to make? Yeah, I do take out the tech. Once again, we have to figure out what kind of ideas we're going to do. I mean, looking at my monarch points right now, we should probably do a diplomatic one. Still don't know which one that would be, though. I'm feeling like maybe doing a vassal sort of run, but we're not currently in that situation. And until then, influence ideas just do very little. Diplomatic still... I just love benign diplomats, and just the rest is pretty meh. Innovative ideas. So we did pick quantity ideas which do not have a good policy with innovative, so that's maybe a reason not to do it, because one of the big things in innovativeness is doing like quality for 20% infantry combat ability and offensive for siege and siege ability, leader siege and siege ability, and then just go for these super armies. And that does not seem likely. My next military one is probably going to be plutocratic. What happens to plutocratic? No, you get to keep it. I think you get to keep it, right? If you switch government? Do you? Or does it get turned into aristocratic, which would be bad? I forget. Let me know in the comment section if you know. It's time before we can do this, so I definitely have time to read your comments on this one. Colonial range. Female advisor chance plus 25%. Cheaper re-elections, but we're not re-electing anymore. Is anything of this good? I mean, admin combination is kind of fine. Tax and manpower. +1 merchant is nice enough, I guess. It's not nutty. Not that we have time for this anyway right now. So either we go something in the admin tree, even though we have no admin right now, or we go for something diplomatic. I'm tempted by trade again, as weird as that is. Trade has a good combination with quantity, if I remember correctly. Yep, 20% bonus goods produced, which will probably mean that we stop giving those privileges to our burghers. And there's a lot of stuff to do here with merchants in the empire. It doesn't help us with all the diplomatic points, though. I don't know. Do let me know, please, and I hope I can see that in time. It's always the issue that I have to record a bit ahead of time, and then I don't see your comments before I make a mistake. 80% on those Palatine separatists, but we no longer have disloyal estates. Never mind. It just went disloyal again. How's your equilibrium? 29.9. You're still unhappy that I failed that agenda. Just one more year though. Be nice to not have you unhappy anymore. But I am mentally at least prepared to fight the rebels. So we could grab a claim on Koblenz. And I guess go back to making claims on Baden, just in case they ever end that evil alliance. Austria seems... oh, they're at war. Bohemia, Brandenburg and Mecklenburg. We did not get called in, which is good. What kind of war is this? Defend against Bohemia and the Bohemian conquest of Pozoni. So Bohemia declared this one and did not call us in. Whew. Lucky. I guess. Wait, are we not allied to Bohemia? Was I not allied to Bohemia? Am I... I'm allied to Bohemia. Oh, I was looking at the wrong people. Okay, fine. So Bohemia declared this war. It's fighting Hungary, Austria and Croatia now. And on their side is Bohemia, Brandenburg and Mecklenburg. That does not seem like a good choice, Bohemia. What did you do? Why would you do this? What's Riga doing in Poland here? What? Yeah, they're just getting ravaged by the Austrians. They have decent. They have like 30,000 troops here, but the Austrians have more, and that's just the Austrians. But there's some Hungarians in there too, I guess. Still don't like the war you declared there, Bohemia. I don't like it. I'm not gonna take their tech because it doesn't do anything for us right now, and we might still go for a dip idea group. Golden Era and the Ottomans. Military from Bohemia, yeah, sure. Feel free. Oh, you just got crushed in your own country by Croatians, no less. Well, and Austrians and Hungarians, but still. Yeah, that's a bad war. Are you like, no. There's a ruler personality that makes them more likely to underestimate the enemy. But they're not that. Well, damn. Damn indeed. Just have admin problems. Gosh darn it. We're gonna have to put a cut in here. Damn. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you like what you're seeing, please do like and subscribe. Do talk to me in the comment section, especially do let me know what you think my next idea group should be. And maybe also what you think I should do for my expansion as a follow-up to this. Not quite sure who my next target is going to be just yet. I mean, it might just be Württemberg, my former friend. Once that comes up, we'll see. Until then, thank you guys so much for watching, and see you guys next time.